Hey everyone, I'm here today to talk to you about one of my favorite topics, and I don't talk about it enough, and that is specifically shoes. I do lots of videos dedicated on clothing. Very few, maybe one or two in the 15 years I've been doing this, almost 15, have been dedicated to shoes. Today, I want to walk you through 8 styles of shoes that I think will cover all of your outfit needs, barring athletic wear, for all of summer and late spring. Do you need all 8 styles of shoes? Of course not. Are you going to want all 8 styles of shoes? Probably. So I will show you the specific shoe I have in my collection, and I'll put that information on the screen. I'll also have links to all of those shoes down in the description box, and the very first comment in the comment section will have all that same information. But if you can't find any of that or you have further questions, I read the comments. I am here to help. I thought it'd be fun to share 2 specific outfits for all 8 shoes. I'm not changing the outfits, just the shoes. I wanted you to see a typical summer top and pants type outfit and a typical summer dress outfit and what that looks like when you only change up the shoes. I'll have all the information on those pieces as well as all my makeup and all this stuff down in the comments and the description box as well. Now, as much as I like talking about shoes, let's do the showing part of the shoes. So let's start off with the most casual and we will end with the most dressy. First and foremost, I am not talking about a sneaker that you wear to work out in. I am talking about a fashion sneaker, a walking shoe, if you will. I am very partial to this one. This is from Madewell. It is a low profile shoe, meaning it's lower on the foot, more of your ankle and the top of your foot is exposed. I particularly like this one because it's not a very rounded toe. It's a little bit elongated, which I think helps if you're anything like me. I'm not saying that my legs are thick, but I don't have a thin ankle and then very defined calves. It's sort of all the same width. So if that's a problem area for you, like me, then you don't want to emphasize anything too big and clunky on your feet. So I like the low profile look. This one is selling out everywhere. I have found that Quince just released an all leather white shoe that looks very, very similar. I'm not going to say identical, but very, very similar to this one. And I will also include, these are not the shoelaces that came with the shoe. These are no tie shoelaces that turn any tie shoe into a slip-on shoe. It is my #1 most sold recommendation from Amazon. I will link that as well. Now let's take a look at this one with the top and pants outfit. I guess now would be a good time to talk about the outfit as you're seeing it for the first time. So even though I live in a very hot climate, we're in April and we've already hit the 90s in San Antonio, Texas, I do tend to wear pants or skirts or dresses. I'm not really a shorts girl and I don't wear capris. For me, it's all about the material choice. And in the summertime, that means linen. So I have these linen pants in other colors. I just ordered these. They are a beautiful pink, but they come in black, I think navy, khaki, more of the neutral color. I would say that they run true to size. I like the slits on the side for a little bit more airflow. They do come in a very wide size range and they come in petite, regular, and tall lengths. And I just want you to see here that I am wearing them in the regular length. I probably could get away with the petite length when I'm wearing the flat, but this works for me. The top is just a typical button down top, but it's a gauze material and this pink just makes me happy. It does come in other colors and I'd say it runs true to size. So you can make this outfit super, super casual and great for running around, doing errands, sightseeing, whatever it is you're doing during the day with a basic pair of white leather sneakers. It's a comfortable look. It's an easy look. I would recommend either no socks or no show socks on this one. I know the trend is for the ankle socks with the bows, but I'm 52 years old and I think that's adorable on a teenager, maybe even early 20s. Past that, you're looking like a schoolgirl and it's a little weird and honestly a little creepy if you're a grown woman dressing like that. That is my opinion, as is this entire video. But anyway, these have served me well for many, many years. And I think if you do not have just a very basic, simple white leather pair of sneakers in your closet, this is a great option. I do also want to show you the dress option with the same sneakers. Sneakers and dresses are a big trend. They have been for a little while, but they're really picking up speed in 2027. I did want you to see the dress outfit for this video paired with the sneakers as well. This is a very typical summer type dress for me. It can be casual, as you can see, it can be dressed up. It just depends on the shoes. This also comes in other colors and the size range, again, I believe is extra, extra small through 3X. So nice extensive size range there. It's a mixed media top, so it's a stretchy knit bodice and then a cotton poplin skirt with pockets It's about a midi length, and you'll see that length kind of change up, so to speak, as what we put on our feet. So sticking with a huge trend for 2025, sneakers and skirts or dresses. I know it's not for everyone, but it is a look, especially I've seen if you're on vacation in Europe and you're sightseeing this summer. This is a look I'm seeing all over Instagram for people going to Europe. It's also just great for running around in your everyday life here as well, especially if you need a little more support. You're chasing after kids, grandkids, pets, what have you. The next shoe I want to recommend is a classic flat slide shoe. Now, this one is from Sam Edelman, and it's another one that I've had for years, and this one comes in many more leather colors, different fabrics, materials, but there's something about a saddle brown leather shoe. It goes with everything. You are going to notice that all the shoes I share with you today are nude, in my case, sort of a beigey color, but my skin tone color, brown, that's my version of neutral. Yes, of course, you can get shoes in colors. That's always fun, but if you're trying to just fill out the basics, this color works with everything. Now, this is the Sam Edelman. This is styled off the Hermes Oran sandal that sort of kicked off 8 million knockoffs and dupe versions of it. This is a much more affordable option. There is another option I have as well that I found on Amazon. So under each style of shoe, I will link different options for you. I like this one because the leather is really nice quality. It has a non-slip sole. There is some padding in this. Would I recommend wearing this if you're walking for miles? Probably not, but for just general everyday use, I think this is fantastic. Obviously, it's gonna look great with the linen pant outfit. Because of the length of the pants, they're just skimming the ground, but they're not dragging on the ground, which is fantastic. It makes it still look very casual, but takes it a little dressier just because we changed out of sneakers and we're wearing something leather, but still very wearable, very easy to move around in, very everyday friendly. Now, you take a look at this shoe paired with the dress. It went from something you wear maybe to the grocery store or sightseeing to if you wanted to go out for lunch or dinner in that dress. I think this is just fine if you want to stay in flats. If you wanted to pair it with a matching handbag, that makes it a little more elevated. This is just an easy throw in your suitcase and go when you're trying to figure out what to pack for travel. You can wear this to the pool. I wouldn't wear it like near the water itself. I wouldn't wear it to the beach, but there's just a lot you can do with this shoe, especially if you're staying in a hotel and you need to run down to the lobby and grab some coffee. These are great with some elevated pajamas too. A trend we've been seeing for a little while, it's not going away either, is the ballet flat, Mary Jane kind of style. And I've shared that before, but I don't know about you. For me, my feet get hot. The rest of me might not get hot, but my feet can get overheated in the spring and summer. And since I live in Texas, fall as well. So while I am all for a ballet flat or a Mary Jane shoe, in the spring and summertime, I want something with airflow. So I love this double trend. This is sort of a Mary Jane style flat with the mesh. I've had this one, I think at least a year now, and there are so many versions of this. There are very, very expensive versions. This one is from Amazon, so it has a nice padded insole. I have worn this all over the place. I cannot believe how well it is held up. I only fasten the buckle once, and then it's just easy to slip on and off. And you're gonna see, I am lazy. I am constantly going in and out of the house, taking the dogs in and out, whatever. I don't want to have to deal with unbuckling, untying, unzipping, what have you. So if it's a slip-on option, I'm here for it. I think they're cute. I think it is a fun way to add a trend to your wardrobe without being over the top and silly. I think these are still very age appropriate. They do come in other colors, but I am a sucker for this mid-tone brown. I did want to show you a different option that I have shared before. It's another Amazon find, and this one does come in other colors as well. This, I think, is inspired by one I've seen from Dolce Vita, and Dolce Vita may have gotten that idea from another higher end brand. So you can see the trickle down here. This one has even better insole support. This is more of a closed mesh than the open weave that we have here. And again, it goes with so many things. So let me show you how this one goes with pink outfit. So I think that this brown is fine with the pink outfit, but I think it would look really cute with a lighter tone, like a beige or a taupey tone, just to kind of connect the pastel of the top. But this brown, like you're gonna see, goes with everything. And then paired with the dress, it is, I think, a step up from this. Maybe you're going somewhere that says you need closed-toed shoes. This is a way to cheat that if you're worried about your feet getting too hot. I just think it goes with so many cute things, and it looks great with all kinds of pants, not just the linen pants, but also jeans, more tailored pants. You can have a lot of fun with this look. The next shoe I want to share with you is probably my most worn for this time of year, and it's sort of a mid-height heel. I understand a lot of you can't wear the super high heels that we're going to get to in a moment, but some of you might not be comfortable in flats either. So I want to show you two. This one is probably my most comfortable, and you've seen this in so many videos. This one is Italian leather, a little twist style here. It's from Quince. I would say these run true to size. I have them in the brown. I have them in the beige. They also come in black, which I'll probably pick up eventually. I don't wear a lot of black shoes, but once in a while, there's an outfit that it just seems to work well with. It has a decent amount of padding, I'd say, in the insole. The comfort here comes from the leather. It's really soft. It's really squishy. I mean, can you hear that? It's fantastic. It's a decent size heel, but it's a bit of a block to it. It's not like a stiletto, so you have good support. And if your pants are a little too long and you're too lazy to get them hemmed, like you may have noticed I have a tendency to do, then this height heel is perfect because it takes those pants that are just a little too long to wear with flats and makes them wearable, which is what you're seeing with the pants outfit. And then with the dress, I told you my legs, they're a little tree trunky. You know, there's not a lot of definition there. So a little bit of lift in the heel elongates the leg, adds some definition, makes your leg look a little thinner. And so this is why I am drawn to this type of shoe more than any other. The one I also wear a lot, it's a little more of a tan. It is a bump up in price, is this one from Tory Burch. Remember, these are suggestions. Of course, I would be thrilled if you choose to take my recommendations and shop my links. But if you're doing your own shopping or you're looking through your closet, just anything inspired by this general design is what I'm aiming for. So this heel is actually, I think, a little bit shorter. It is, and it's round, which is kind of cool. It's a beautiful classic leather color. This does come in other colors as well. Yes, it has a giant logo on it, but since it's the tone-on-tone leather, I think it is a little more toned down. And I love the shoe. I think it looks really elegant and really classy. I do have a bonus shoe. This is a dressier mid-height heel, let's just call it. And the reason it's dressier is because of this strap. This clear strap is such a beautiful idea. I don't know why it took us so long for someone to figure out how to design these. I have this one from Amazon. It's from one of their house brands, and I'll link it, but they keep selling out of it in the clear brand. I will link to the original to me version, which was from the brand Schutz, and we'll get to that brand at the end. This style just goes with so many things. The heel is a little bit higher than mid-height. I'm gonna say, well, I mean, yes, of course it is. I'm gonna say it's at least 3 inches. And so for those of you who have said, yes, I wanna wear a heel and I want to wear a heel that goes with everything and I need a dressier heel, but I cannot wear a stiletto heel at this point in my life. This is a really nice alternative to a high stiletto heel or any kind of skinny heel. Gives you plenty of support, and because of the clear strap across, this is going to go with any gown, dress, what have you. So as you can see, this dresses up my pants outfit really nicely. Just elongates the leg. With the pants outfit, it instantly dresses it up because it adds height. And the minute you add height, you just stand straighter and your legs are longer, and there's just something literally elevating about wearing heels. And then of course, with the dress, this is a fantastic option. Helps with the look of the leg, makes the outfit look a little dressier. Now we've got an outfit that you can go to dinner out in, go out with your friends, etc. So this is a magic little extra heel. There is one shoe style that is very specific to spring and summer. Not something I would recommend that you wear in fall and winter, even if it's warm where you are, and that is an espadrille. An espadrille is just a classic spring summer style. There are a million options. This is a more classic version because it's a bit of a wet. When I say espadrille, it's because of this along the edge of the sole. Now you can have flat espadrilles, you can have a Mary Jane style espadrille, but for me, I'm talking about an espadrille wedge sandal specifically. Of course, any kind of espadrille shoe is going to be a fantastic addition to your closet collection, your shoe collection, but I think if you can, everyone should have some sort of wedge heel. Do you need one this high? Maybe not. But this one is newer to me. I think it's really comfortable. Love how wearable it is with the rubber on the bottom. And even though it's got the straps here in the espadrille woven material, his name escapes me, it's lined. So it's not gonna rub on the top of your foot. It has a really nice soft strap, and this is more of a skin tone strap. So it will blend in with your leg a little bit more. Nice and cushy here. I mean, every retailer that sells shoes has some version of an espadrille. But the one that I wear the most, this was originally a shoe from Steve Madden, and then they stopped selling it, so I found one that looks just like it on Amazon, and I've been wearing it to death. I'm sure you can see how dirty it is with my fake tan that is rubbed off on the straps. I need to clean that. But I love these espadrille wedges. Why? Well, because one, they're slip-on. I don't have to deal with the straps, and secondly, they're clear, so they go with everything. It's a no-brainer. When I'm just throwing on a pair of shoes to run out the door and I want to feel a little more dressed up, it's always these in the spring and summer. As you can see, they work really well with the pants. They're going to make any pair of pants, or any pants outfit, I should say, look a little more dressed up, look a little more also vacation ready and just seasonally appropriate. Love these with any kind of spring or summer sundress. They go with all the dresses. They instantly make you feel like you're on vacation, and it's pretty and feminine. I do have a more dressy sandal. So this is a little bit more of a classic thinner heel, but it's still not a stiletto heel. So it's still pretty sturdy. This is a new style. I'm not saying you need this particular one, but I do love this concept. So it's combining a few trends. We have the mesh insert here, which is lovely. And I guess it's one trend. It's the mesh trend. And I think it's just such a pretty shoe. I would say this is more of a dressy shoe, just based on the materials and the really thinner heel here. Has some nice padding. This is from Dolce Vita, probably my go-to shoe brand. Once you know your size in Dolce Vita, Sam Edelman and Vince Camuto, those are my top three. I just order them online. It's just so much easier that way. This one, I will say, because the heel is a little higher and thinner, if you're not super comfortable in walking around in heels, you might have to get used to these a little bit. They can start to be a little wobbly, but I think these are beautiful, and I love how the mesh blends in with the top of the foot. So it's almost the same concept as the clear straps, but just a little bit different. So if you're looking for a dressier shoe to add to your summer shoe collection, this one is a great option. If you're not looking for this particular one, just look for something that's skin tone, pretty scaled down on what's going on the top of the shoe, and you're looking for a thinner, higher heel. Now, my just casual top and pants, definitely dressier. I would probably amp up the jewelry a little bit. I would change my handbag. Probably when I get dressier, I tend to try to match my handbag to my heels in some way. So I would go with maybe a smaller bag, maybe pop the collar, zhuzh up my hair. It just makes that very casual look that we started with sneakers. It got all of a sudden a lot dressier. Now, same deal with the dress. The dress is sort of a chameleon. It really depends what you pair with it. So when I add these shoes and the last pair of shoes, which we're about to talk about, again, maybe a little clutch in the same color, or just a smaller bag, maybe bigger earrings, maybe a little metallic belt, or a little belt the same color as the leather trim here. We have a totally different outfit just by changing up the accessories. And then the very last shoe does not absolutely have to be this one, but if you can manage, I think everyone needs a good pair of dressy, nighttime, stiletto heel or heeled shoes. If I only could buy one pair for spring and summer, it's these. And these are from the brand Schutz. And what I love about these is this heel is like an ice pick, but it is so easy to walk around in. And this particular style, I think it's called the Ariel. I could be completely wrong. It has the clear straps, but you can get the sole and the heel in different colors. So I went with the beige light nude color because for me, I mean, hello, I am beige, light nude, but it comes in more of a tan, a black, it just depends on, so when you get those colors, the black, let's say, would be this part that shows and all along the edge, and then the heel would all be black. And then the tan leather, which is very much like, I think this one. These are the ultimate chameleon shoes. So these are gonna go with every single dressy outfit that you have because it's clear. The brown and the black are very similar concepts. As long as the straps are clear, you're good to go. I have worn these to galas. I have worn these just for a night out. Obviously, would I normally wear this shoe with the top and pants? No, I mean, that is overkill. I don't think either piece is dressy enough to go with these heels, but I did want you to see that option. I think a more typical wide leg linen pant that doesn't have zippers for pockets and doesn't have a drawstring, that's a different look. And then maybe not that particular blouse, maybe a silk blouse or just something a little more toned down, and it could I could pull off these shoes. I think these look great with the dress. Maybe I'm a little biased because I think a heel is always a better option with a dress. But for all of you who are entering wedding season and are looking for a shoe to get you through all the different dresses that you might be needing this spring and summer, these are a great option. So there you have it, 8 different shoe styles that'll get you through spring and summer and every outfit you can think of, except for very specific things like what you would wear to play golf or work out. The more athletic shoes, you're obviously going to want to tone those to the sport that you are participating in. But for those of us whose sport is just picking out what outfit you're gonna wear that day, I think these 8 shoe styles have you covered. If you want to see more of these kinds of videos, do not forget to subscribe. It's free. You can hit that button. I think it's somewhere around there. And if you like this kind of video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up in some way that helps me on the YouTube algorithm. I have no idea, but it would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that you have fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.